Life can't be no fairy tale. Once upon a time,
internet is janky. That's what's up.
Baby mama bleeds when you be drinking all the time. Sorry, pain that brought you still lingering in your mind. This pain still lingers on mine. On the road to riches, listen, this is what you find. Good news is, nigga, you came a long way.
Bad news is, you went the wrong way. Better than yours. The things that in that more jankier than yours. There's no such thing as nobody's in there jankier than yours. No such thing. I got so many cameras on here. Man, let me check out these cameras, fam.
Turn on the TV, see a nigga Rolex and fantasize about a life with no stress. I mean, it's just sincere. That's a nigga who was once in your shoes, living with nothing to lose.
You know, these damn cameras.
Always gonna be a bigger house somewhere, but nigga feel me. Long as the people in that motherfucker love you different. Always gonna be a bit that's better than the one you got. Always gonna be some clothes that's fresher than the ones you got. Always gonna be a bitch that's better out there on the doors. But you ain't never gonna be happy till you love your such thing.
Trying to have too many cameras on here, right? Much better than yours. No such thing as a life much better than yours, family. No such thing. Had too much pulling on my damn internet feed. Too many cameras open. Come on in as we sit down. We're gonna talk about this damn hoax going on. You know, you're live. Woo! Come on in and have a seat, fam, as we get everything started on all platforms. Come on in, have a seat.
I testify for you. I do that dream was no different. I testify for you. I feel that like you, that bitch like you. It's all the whole crime was getting do. I'm lying. As long as you chosen that way for me, I ain't got it. I've been skipping, doing. I told body. As long as you dreaming about me,
ain't no problem.
I don't got nobody just like you right now.
Woo! Everybody come on and have a seat. Black Hi-Fi Network. Glad to have everybody back, whether you find yourself at. Everybody get up in on whatever platform they're going to watch us on. Whether you're on TikTok, whether you're on Instagram, whether you're on Twitter, /X, whether you're on Rumble, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, wherever you find yourself at, family. Come on and have a seat. Woo! We had together. It was magic, yeah. Magic gravity, yeah. That's why we take a home when you're not in. Ain't a home when you're not in. All the home when you're not in. I'm saying, I can't lose when I'm with you. Now we're gonna ask some questions today that we never ask anymore. Come on in, have a seat. You do. You You just too important. Nobody like you. We're all with you. Taking us notes, I miss the moment. You're just too important. Nobody like you. What's going on, email? What's going on, email? What's going on, hey? Everybody on TikTok name. Hard to hear, but I'm over here. Where you going at? I'm over here. Where you going, man? He got his own damn mind. Everybody's name up on TikTok. It's hard to read everybody's name on TikTok. Names are too damn small. Well, what? Everybody on Instagram too. Woo! What's going on, General? Gabby Lay over in England, General. How you doing, brother? You good? As you talk your shit. Gotta be up mighty early there, General. 9 o'clock Eastern here. Damn, it's gotta be early as hell over in England. Or late. Depending on how you call it. Anybody get on up in here and get acclimated? If you're on TikTok, tap that screen for brother. YouTube, Facebook, give me the thumbs up. Rumble, thumbs up. Everybody's name on TikTok. Years ago, when I see the hot shit that a young never seen before, I say no, cause I'm gonna beat up. 1 second, I'm not even ready to go home. I gotta do a game proper, spin it so you get it, if you my down stopper. Or should I talk about the smile? Or what about the smile? I'm out of time, she's at the door, I gotta go for mine. Woo! It was night again, y'all. Go for mine. My internet kind of jank it up. Had to turn off the other cameras. Had too much shit on one camera. Man, too much big cameras. So I put the multi-camera feature on my goddamn internet and messed up the damn streaming. Makes me want to see yeah. Wanna see yeah. Oh baby.
me wanna sing it. I wanna be. I started doing some promotion finally. Just stop by saying, girl. Booyah, how's everybody doing? Clap your hands. Woo! All right. And that kind of janky, y'all. I try to put my multi cameras up, it always mess up my damn internet.
I'm outside.
Woo!
Damn G.
We'll be back again, family.
TT.
They're going to TikTok. Woo! We get this thing started, right? Turntables and we can't speak. All right. 1 2 1 2. I want to say welcome back to everybody to the Black Hot Fire Network show. I'm your host, Mr. Black Hot Fire, always on that ass. I've been broadcasting live from the homeland of the United States of America, all the way over to the mother continent of Africa. We're truly one of the only international radio programs, and that's what's up. Now I want to give a shout out to everybody watching on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter/X, on Rumble, on TikTok. What else am I missing? On Instagram and all podcasting platforms globally. Welcome to the ride. Black Hot Fire Network.com. So strip on your headgear. Here we go. Bring the alarm. School's back in, stupid. Woo! Black Hot Fire. We up in this piece again. Here we go. Don't be late. School's back in, stupid. So we ring the bell for you. Woo! Black Hot Fire. Come on. Hope my video's halfway decent. I couldn't change the damn. It's in a low bit rate too. Shit. Hopefully it's clear enough. Let me know. I know you guys can see me on TikTok, on Instagram. I know you guys can see me on YouTube and Rumble. So you can see me on Facebook and Twitter. Also on my family. Also on the Roku channel. Okay? Roku. If you got a Roku streaming TV, go to your streaming app. Okay? Streaming app. On your Roku TV, type in Black Hot Fire Network. And you'll see our channel, the radio, and the TV side. Woo! We're just waiting for Android and Amazon to approve us. So we'll be on your Android TVs and your Amazon TVs, your Fire Sticks, whatever. So when that goes through, I'll let everybody know. And you can go to your streaming TV and download it. Download the channel, Black Hot Fire Network. Woo! We up in this piece one more time. Being shadow banned like always. What shadow ban looks like. But it's alright. Because we fucking everywhere. Damn sure this out on no damn YouTube. This is what shadow ban looks like. Black Hot Fire. Here we go. It'll go everywhere on my ass.
Black, hot, fire. Woo! Call in number 850-368-9102. That's 850-368-9102. Call in if you want to discuss whatever we're discussing. No problem. Black, hot, fire. Woo! Woo! Black, hot, fire. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Woo! All right. Once again, let me do some house cleaning. People ask me about the app. Okay. You gotta look up to your right of the screen on Rumble, YouTube, Facebook right here. This is the Black Hot Fire Network app. How you go get it? You go to Google. You go to Google, family, and you type in, you go to Google Play Store, type in Black Hot Fire Network. And you'll find the app and you download it for free. That'll have us on the TV channel. You'll be looking at me on this app, just like now. On the app, you listen to me through the radio on the app. You have all our other pages on the app, our stores, our social media, everything is on that app. So everybody's at, I'm gonna start doing this every show because everybody keeps asking me, how do I find the app? Where's the app? The app is at the Google Play Store. I tried to put it on Apple, they turned me down. We're too black, too strong. So I'm trying to figure out if we're gonna be on Apple TV or not. So we'll see. You know, because we're waiting for Android, Amazon, Apple TV to approve us. We're already up on Roku. If you have a Roku TV, I'm gonna do this every show. See, I have not been promoting this enough. I'm gonna do this in every show. If you have a Roku channel, a Roku TV, that's a streaming TV like the one I got up there. You just go to your streaming channels and add Black Hot Fire Network, and we'll be live on your TV. Okay, you download our TV functional app. But if the regular app itself, just go to Google Play Store and type in Black Hot Fire Network. Excuse me, y'all. Type in Black Hot Fire Network, and they go to the app right there. Okay, you'll have the TV channel. We're live on the app right now on the TV. You have the radio station. We're live on the radio right now. So you have both of them, you know, if you just want it through the app. So there's many ways to follow us and see what we do. Because the app is just easy to carry on your phone. But if you're at home, chilling in your house, and you got an Android TV, a Roku TV, Amazon TV, or an Apple TV, whichever one you have, in the next week, you're just going to be able to type in Black Hot Fire Network, streaming that, and it'll download. Our channel will download on your TV. Okay? So, booyah, we're fully functional. Uh-oh. Damn. The whole damn thing went out, huh? Get the hell, my whole damn thing went out. See, you popped in my part right there, yo. The whole damn thing popped down. Shit. I know my whole thing went black over there. Okay, that's it right there. The whole damn thing went black. All right, there it is right there. My whole damn. That's the app. If you're on TikTok, you want our app. Like I said, go to Google Play Store and type in Black Hot Fire Network and download that. Okay, so that was some cleaning I got to start doing. I got to start advertising shit. Let me get that off of there. All right. Man, you guys remember last week, there was a so-called assassination attempt on Donald Trump's life. And if we don't know, in this country, we've been given psyop after psyop after psyop, or false flags. So I'm going to read the definition of false flag and psyops to you understand what we're dealing with.
We're dealing with nothing but lies. We live in a certain matrix where we don't have a left wing or right wing in this country, really all over the world. We have a group of individuals that run the planet that pull psyops on the people. And when you talk about it, you're called a conspiracy nut or conspiracy theorist. But every time the conspiracy theorists put the missing pieces together, connect the dots, it turns out that the conspiracy is actually the truth and not any kind of theory. But since these individuals on all the news, whether it be broadcast, print, or radio, TV, radio, and print journalism, they paint the narrative. They get to formulate the lie. Okay, in real time. They formulate a lie in real time. And we're going to show you that this, because I wasn't sure in the beginning. I knew it was a hoax. It was a fake assassination attempt. But I wasn't sure, was it an assassination attempt to boost Trump's numbers? Or was it an assassination attempt that was allowed to go through to try to murder his ass? Either one, we know it was planned. Okay? Either one, we know this is a psyop. And like I said, at least 90% sure that this was a fake assassination to build Trump's numbers up because they want him back in the White House. You know, it's just a thing of kabuki theater. So hold on, give me a second. Let me read the definition of psyop to you. Like I said, we got a group of psychopaths running this country. They want to call them sociopaths. We have a group of psychopaths running this planet. Complete psychopaths. So let me read the one second, guys. Lord, this thing. Okay. So PSYOP. PSYOP. The psychological operation is a U.S. military term for campaigns that use information to influence the behavior of an audience. So that's information, what you see, what you digest, what you partake in. And that influence the psychology you have to any situation. See, that maneuvers you in a certain direction they want you to go psychologically. So that's a psyop. And it goes on to say that the goal is to change the motives, you understand? Change the motives and reasoning of governments, organizations, groups, and foreign powers. Psyop specialists use communication skills and unconventional tactics to support their objectives. Now, unconventional tactic would be creating a fake assassination. Okay? That would be creating a fake assassination to further their goals. Like I told you, you don't have a two-party system. It's a facade because both parties are ruled by the same power elite behind the scenes. Because they know you're going to get tired of the Democrats not doing nothing for you, then you're going to put a Republican in. Then you're going to get tired of Republicans not doing nothing, then you're going to go back to the Democrats. Right? It's a game of keep away. And they put psyops on both ends of the spectrum. They have you chasing your tail. Right? So they get you upset with social issues. But that has nothing to do with whether you're upset about homosexuality or transgender. They'll put the right wing against you. If you're upset about racism and everything about that, they'll put the left wing on you. But the real agenda of the moment is world domination. Who controls the planet? Why is your tax dollars going to fund all these endless wars and never go to benefit you as a citizen in said country? Whether in America, France, England, anywhere in the Western, just anywhere on the globe. It's a global cabal, family. And they always try to gaslight you so you won't think about it as a global cabal. That's what it is. Look at this. I go, what? What the hell happened? Look at this shit. My TikTok already went down. I told you to my censorship. What? No, I gotta. Let me go. All right, got taken down already, guys, on TikTok. See? You talk about anything, right? Any kind of real information. You guys see that? Already taken down. Both of them. Both channels taken down. But not see, because you're not supposed to talk about any of this. You're supposed to believe the hoax. So both TikTok channels have been taken down. Both of them. This one too. See this one? This one taken down. So you're supposed to believe the hoax. I didn't even get started on it yet. I just explained what a Psyop was. And both channels got taken down. Hold on. So both channels got taken down already. See that? Already. Both of them. Both TikTok channels were taken down immediately for just saying what a Psyop. All I did was describe what a Psyop was. That was it. And both my TikTok channels got taken down. Because, family, you're not supposed to even question anything that you see anymore. That's why I had to create my own TV channels. Okay? That's why I had to create my own apps. Because you're living in a system of lies. They want to shadow ban you, shut you down, or you ask obvious questions. So you're supposed to have freedom of speech. But they don't want you to speak freely on the psyops that they do. They don't want you to speak freely on that. And then investigate said psyop. They don't want you to do that because they want you to believe their fake narrative and everything their fake news media puts out there. And by now, unless you're a child, you should know everything on the news is a lie. Hell, even the weather's a lie most of the time. So everything on the news is a lie. So just me talking about this, just the beginning. We'll be 10 minutes into the show, and already I've been taken down. 10 minutes on both TikTok channels. Both of them. Both of them. But just explaining what a psyop is. But just explaining what a psyop is. And understand this was a hoax. Okay? These people control all levels of power. They dictate what you're able to see. They dictate your reality. And when you're smart enough to put the piece together, they don't want you to talk about it. That's why they take you down. That's why it was imperative that I built my own network, because the narratives are lies. And if you can see for yourself, you see the things they do are lies. They have every puppet on their YouTube and Facebook channels and TikTok and Twitter channels supporting the same fake lies. Now, what we know about this situation is, this individual, this 20-year-old individual, so they try to juxtapose it off the left wing and the right wing nonsense. Say that he was backed by BlackRock because they seen him in a BlackRock commercial last year. You know, BlackRock is part of the evil cabal. So they're trying to say, well, you know, trying to divert that maybe he was sent by BlackRock to kill Trump. But really, BlackRock run Trump in there. Okay? We know there's a group of individuals on this planet that run both parties. We know that. The name will not be announced here. We know what the name is and who they are. They own the banks. They own most of the top hedge funds. These individuals that we cannot name. When we get the name of them, you know, shit goes dark. But just explaining to you what a psyop is. All I did was explain the definition of what a psyop is. You're not supposed to know what a psyop is. That they run these psychological operations to have you support a narrative that they want. And Let me show something real quick. Let me do this. Somebody, this has been making its rounds on TikTok and on YouTube and everywhere else. But let me show this real quick. Let me do this real quick. Let me use this one stick. Give me a second, guys. Let me use this one. Let me use this one real quick. Let me show something. Push this one. Give me a second, guys. Give me 1 second, guys. Nobody's got it up on here. I'm trying to use this video because this video has been making the rounds. I'm trying to find it. Give me a second. Okay, right here. Okay, so we know. Remember for the last
tour in Las Vegas.
I thought. Hold on. Go right here. This thing, come on, what's this thing doing, man?
Stand down. And he turns around. He's like, "What? Stand down?
No.
Why?" Then the Secret Service was told.
Okay, so we know. So this video has been making the rounds. I'm going to just use this one right here. It's easy for me to get to. So this video has been making the rounds, family. And remember about the JFK assassination. We know for years the same media told you that it was about Lee Harvey Oswald. That lie they put out for the last 60 years had every big commission that they controlled, that it was that Lee Harvey Oswald was this lone gunman, and all these lies they told you. That it was not an inside job, that JFK wasn't murdered by the damn Mossad and the CIA, which we know he was. But when we said that, they created this fake term called conspiracy theory. Well, you're a conspiracy nut. And so now they allowed a lot of the evidence to come forward that we know that JFK was murdered by these individuals. So let me share this video right here, showing that the Secret Service was told to stand down during the JFK assassination. Because it didn't come from any lone gunmen up in the goddamn Dallas, in that building up there, hitting a moving target. That's absurd. But for 60 years, every one of the media kept that same narrative. You had something called the Warren Commission that went through, said, yes, that's the true story. That's the true story. And we know it was a lie. So they investigated themselves and kept that lie going through every mainstream media source out there. If you had real independent journalism, they would have tried to really investigate the JFK shooting, which they were not allowed to do because those corporations are owned by the same people that committed the goddamn murder. And these are the same people that create that same fake hoax with Trump. I'm 90% sure it's a hoax, it's a fake, it's fraudulent. And so now you got the right-wing morons running around. You guys seen on while they were at their convention, all these morons had patches on their ears and stuff, looking all crazy. Shot these damn guys on their ear as if Trump really got shot. Family, any bullet up in the military, any bullet that grazed your ear will destroy your eardrum and would have done more damage than that little fake blood he had on his ear. Okay? But this is the Psyop they trying to run by you, and everybody must agree to it or you'll get banned. You must agree to the fake narrative. The same way 60 years ago, you were supposed to agree to the same fake narrative of JFK and Lee Harvey Oswald. They made all the fake Russian. He was in Russia, getting trained by Russia. So it was the same Russia hoax shit. where they controlled Russia too. You know that fake Cold War they tell you about? They got control of Russia when they overthrew the king, the Tsar of Russia. Okay? Those people did that. They went there was a fake Cold War where they controlled both countries. Okay? The Zionists controlled both countries. Except you didn't know, the Bolsheviks were Zionists who went into Russia and overthrew Tsar Alexander and murdered the whole Romanov family. You're not supposed to know that. You're supposed to be told all these fake narratives, lies of history. And if you bring it up, they're going to ban you. They're going to say the narrative is phony. So let's show this right here. We're going to show you right here how the CIA and the Secret Service were told to stand down when they blew John F. Kennedy's head off. But anybody, this footage is now circulating now. They've been had this footage 60 years ago when they blew his goddamn head off. They had this 60 years ago when they blew his head off. About 61 years now when they blew his head off. But they told you, every media, for years and years, they kept going back, oh, remember the term conspiracy theory comes out of the JFK assassination. That's where they created that fake term, conspiracy theory, because people were asking questions about the JFK assassination. Things didn't add up. They didn't make sense. So they had to create a term that would belittle you and make you feel like you were a nut. Because most people are easily led. And so they created this term called conspiracy theory. So the people that investigate and find out that these things are lies, they're called conspiracy nuts. But let's see what happened 60 years ago. Let me share this.
You go to jimmydore.com. So get this, I saw this on the Twitters today.
It's been on Twitter, it's on TikTok, everywhere.
Kennedy's Secret Service was told to stand down. Watch this. So watch his Secret Service is running alongside of him. And watch this guy. He then gets the signal, stand down. And he turns around, he's like, what? Stand down? Why? Why stand down? What are you talking about?
Because they're about to blow his head off. Now, they've been had this footage, but it was never released to the public. They've been had this footage. News media been at this book is right there. But you've never seen this footage until recently that the Secret Service was told to stand down. That's a fact. Because they were already planning to blow his fucking head off. That's why. The cabal. People actually run the planet, not no fake presidents, and fake elections, and Democratic Party against Republican Party against Democratic Party. That's all nonsensical. It's all fake. You see why it's fake? I just got shut down both TikTok channels. See why it's fake? Because all news reports the same fake narrative. They've been talking that same fake narrative for 60 years. They had a Warren Commission that came out and supported the same fake narrative by the same dubious players who are responsible for killing Kennedy. See how that works? And the people that question it were called this new fake word that they created called conspiracy theorists, conspiracy nuts. And like I told you when I questioned the COVID shit, I was right. You're a conspiracy theorist. 9/11, I questioned that immediately. I knew it was an inside job from the get-go. I called it. You're a conspiracy nut. Each time, you're right. Now, they admit the 9/11 shit, but it's going to come out. 9/11 was inside job. You're a moron. If you believe anybody with box cutters went and took over planes, you are a moron. You was a moron when you believed it. But that's what the mainstream media told you. And planes went to the Pentagon with no bodies and no fuselage and no plane parts. Plane went in the damn Pennsylvania grassland some fucking where with no bodies and no plane parts. All this shit you believe. Absolutely insane. One building fell by itself, building 7. Nobody touched it, nobody hit it. It just implodes in on its own footprint. Okay? So you know it's an inside job. You mean none of the media didn't know that? And the media was reporting at that time all these buildings that fell when building 7 was still standing up. So they've been running psyops against the American people for God knows how long. And a lot of people now finally are asking questions.
Not just me anymore. A lot of people asking questions. This seems fucking phony. But let me show this again.
It's the signal, stand down. When he turns around, he's like, what? Stand down? Why? Why stand down? What are you talking about? He goes like this. What?
They're about to blow his head off.
That's the president. That's why you have to stand down.
That's right. About to shoot him.
Oh.
Did you ever see that? I never saw this.
Saw that.
Of course you never seen it. Because now they can show it. Because it's 60 years later.
They're told to stand down. He's like, okay, ready, stand down. Leave the president alone. And he's like, what? Why would we? This doesn't make any sense.
What?
So the Secret Service seems like they were in on that one.
In on all of them.
The CIA and Alan Dulles.
Yeah.
And it looks like the CIA was in on this one, but certainly the Secret Service. I mean, if this timeline is accurate, and he says it comes from ABC.
They're all extensions. These organizations are controlled by the same people. Okay? They're all extensions of this cabal. There's no president with any real power. So Joe Biden doesn't have any power. Trump doesn't have any power. It's kabuki theater. They go back and forth because they know eventually you get tired of the policies of the Republicans not doing for you. Then you go to the Democrat. Then you get tired of the Democrat not doing anything for you. Then you go back to the Republican. It's to keep your anger going back and forth while giving you nothing. That's the scam. Okay? It's two-sided wings on the same wicked-ass bird. One wicked bird with two different wings. And nothing ever changes for me nor you. But if you talk about it, you get banned. You know, asking questions because you're not allowed to think. See, if you go against their big narrative, see, because you can punch holes. I've already been able to punch holes in this fucking fake assassination. I've already been able to punch holes in it. They don't want you to do that. They don't want you to think and punch holes in it. Yeah. You can punch holes all in this shit now. And come up with a real conclusion. Come up with a real conclusion that this is staged. Okay? We know that out there in Pennsylvania, this gentleman walked through a field with that AR-15. People seen him with a ladder. With a ladder. Was allowed to climb up to a roof with on the ladder. People pointing at him, telling the police, hey, there's a nut climbing on the roof with a ladder, and nothing was done. So we know this was allowed to happen, but for what reasons? Was allowed to happen to kill Trump? No, I don't think so. I think it was allowed to happen to give Trump rock star status. Because they know that people now tired of Joe Biden's geriatric, dementia-ridden ass, and they're going to now put Trump back in there. But the policy's not going to change. And you'll see that. Policy's not going to change. So this is to give Trump rock star status amongst the right-wing wackos. Because the policies are not going to change. It's going to be endless warfare, war in Gaza, war in Ukraine, and still pushing towards their new world order, a one world government that they're trying to set up behind the scenes, and by calling you a conspiracy theorist. This is what they're trying to do. And most Negroes won't even bring it up, especially on YouTube, because they got YouTube channels. They won't bring none of this up. That's what the 19 shit was about, what I told you then. None of these morons who supposed to got big numbers even mentioned the 19 to you. They wanted to sell you a mask and fucking hand sanitizers. And keep you in the fear. That was a psyop. You guys know what happened then? How many channels lost? 20, 30 channels during that time? Time to tell the truth. Been proven right again. Been proven right again. But you're not supposed to be proven right because they have an agenda. that they're trying to force on the world. Okay? And Trump is part of it. What they're trying to do is walk his family to an authoritarian system. As this system starts to collapse and they stole all the wealth, not just from America, from the world, they're trying to march us to an authoritarian system without you knowing it. You'll just go into it blindly. You have no idea what's going on because you're a couch potato. You're watching sports. You're watching dumb Negroes talk about entertainment news and all other kind of useless shit as they walk you to an authoritarian government. That's what they're trying to. That's what they're setting up. A police state. Started way back before Bush with Clinton. They started walking you to a police state. Every time you see one of these fake ass Psyops, they lock you down with more police state measures. After the fake 9/11 psyop that they pushed, they brought you what? Homeland Security. They try to lock you down, have all kind of controls against you, destroy some more of your freedoms, supposedly to give you safety, which is a lie. They're walking you to an authoritarian dictator state. That's what they're doing. They know most people are too stupid to see as they tiptoe you there. But this is what they're doing. So Trump is the new one on that pathway. There's no right wing, there's no left wing. That's all nonsense. It's all an illusion. It's all fake. Because at the end of the day, they're all part of it. Trump, Biden, they're all a part of who actually runs the planet from behind the scenes. They're just actors playing out their part. That's what's happening.
There's no way this wasn't
Fly.
an inside job.
This is ass.
They see him on the roof 20 minutes before he takes the shot. Hey, I'll see you on tour in Las Vegas, Chicago.
So you see him on 20 minutes before he takes the shot. Let me show this other one too. Let me use this one. Angle's all wrong, but hold on. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second, guys.
Attempt on Trump is a false flag event. The gun angle is wrong.
Take a look at what happened.
That's right. That's right, bro.
What is that? That's gunshot. So they're trying to tell you that it's a sniper sniping him right there on the ears, people. What angle? What angle was the person from? That's shooting it. What angle? How you shoot out somebody's ears, people? How you shoot somebody in the air? This is dumb shit for the masses. Pay attention to this. Again, look, and they start ducking. Look at this show right here, people. Take a look at the peoples. Look at their face, people. They're ducking for real. Where they're staring. You need to understand this is a show. A fake shit they put on for the masses. Let's go. Take a look. What is this?
Now, I don't know. One of the things I've always said, I've been very honest.
So this cat, looking up at him, I'm showing that the angles don't make any sense, right? Angles don't make sense. So what I'm saying is, what you see is a psyop. And now we're being ruled by. People want to say the people that run the planet are sociopaths. I'm telling you, they're psychopaths. They're not sociopaths. That's a nice term they want to use because they know they're white like them. They're psychopaths. Remember? Okay, let me read this article real quick, guys. It's brought to you by Zero Hedge. It's talking about descendants of sociopaths in the U.S. government. No, they're psychopaths. They're not sociopaths. They're psychopaths. We've been ruled and controlled by psychopaths. And it's deeper than it's non-governmental players that actually own the government. It's your BlackRock, your Vanguard, your State Streets, and the people that own those corporations that actually run this planet. Because we know these entities are owned by the banks, the JP Morgan, the Federal Reserve Bank, IMF, the World Bank, and the Bank of International Settlements, and Bank of London over there. So we're being ruled by psychopaths. And then all corporations are owned by these entities, all of them. There's no independent news media. There's no, you talking about Fox goes against MSNBC, MSNBC goes against CNN. It's all bullshit. When I tell you, go look at the stock portfolio, who owns the controlling shares of said media industries, whether it be Disney, MSNBC, CNN, CBS, all these news entities are owned by the same people. Go to your social media platforms. They own all that. The rabbit hole goes to go to everything in your grocery store. Okay? And I take everything from Kraft to Heinz or whatever it is in your grocery store. And you'll see it's the same group of wicked bastards that own everything, all businesses in your grocery store. They own all of it. These same corporations own all of it. So they're the ones poisoning you with the fucked up food. These are the people that's doing it. Give you non-organic food, GMOs. You know. Damn, moth. They should have some damn lights in here. Damn moths come outside the street. So if you go, and I'll take you guys down that rabbit hole. That you see they own. I don't care if you're talking about the car companies. You think Ford's against Chevy. You think Pepsi's against Coke. It's all lies. It's all made up. It's all kabuki theater because the same corporation owns all of it. BlackRock and Vanguard. These are front organizations for the banks that actually own BlackRock and Vanguard. But you'll see BlackRock and Vanguard, the number one shareholders of Pepsi. They're the number one shareholders of Coke. So how's Coke going against Pepsi if they're owned by the same people? And all the products in your grocery store, whether it be the cereal you eat from General Mills to Kellogg's to Post. They own Post, they own Kellogg's, they own General Mills. So how's there any competition there? It's a fraudulent lie. And they're the ones putting, God his ass. They're the ones putting the damn GMOs and all these poisons into your goddamn breakfast cereals and everything else you eat throughout the grocery store. They own all of it. So that's why they own Congress and the Senate. They own it. So that's why you don't get any real legislation to not even give you food that's poisonous to you. And they're the ones behind these psyops and been behind the JFK psyop. They control the CIA. They created the CIA. They created the Mossad. So they also have control of what the Secret Service tells them when to stand down. So remember, Secret Service was told to stand down during Trump's fake assassination attempt. Secret Service was told to stand down because they were setting this up. Secret Service was told to stand down last week during Trump's fake assassination attempt. Okay? So we need to know, what is the agenda? What are they trying to do here? What is the agenda? What's the agenda? Is it to kill him? Or is it to boost him up higher so he'll win astronomically in the next election? What is the agenda? And I've come to the logical conclusion that the agenda is to boost Trump up, to make him look like a hero so he wins overwhelmingly in the next election. Because I told you they're backed by the same people. And you got the right-wing morons talking about Trump's going to drain the swamp. He's going to stop the deep state. With all, you go back to his last, I told you his last cabinet were full of deep state monsters. And once again, he's talking about putting in deep state monsters. the cabal. Just Jamie Dimon alone, talking about making Jamie Dimon Secretary of Treasury, who's head of J.P. Morgan, which you know is part of the cabal. You look at J.P. Morgan, they have major interest in what? Blackstreet Vanguard. So what Trump is saying is a lie. All these right-wing wackos think he's some kind of savior. They don't realize that Trump was attached to Jeffrey Epstein. All that stuff was hidden, but Trump is a no-good pedophile, just like Biden. We run by old, nasty, wicked pedophiles. Isn't that funny? We know Joe Biden's daughter's diary is real. And what she said, she corroborated that. That he used to take showers with his daughter with his dick out. She corroborated that that diary that we had was true. Okay? And all this other wicked shit's going to come out about Trump after they give him the damn election. Because he's just as dirty as Biden. Because the way the system works, family, the Mossad and the CIA set up these members that they use before they put them in power. They get them in compromising situations where they rape, have them sleep with a child, prostitution, all kind of degenerate nonsense that they have them do, so they have something to blackmail them with, so they'll do their bidding. Because they don't want to get the print money from nothing. That's how the system really works. You must believe it's a fake ass election. You stand in line, you vote for somebody that works. That's nonsensical. It's a lie. You're dealing with kabuki theater. There's no right wing or left wing in this country. As far as maybe you talk about emotional, non-political issues, as far as social issues, that mean absolutely nothing. You're fighting over social issues. Social issues don't change your life or affect your life one way or the other. That don't give you health care that you need. We can't afford health care. Isn't it funny? How does my taxpayer dollars, she's not allowed to say this, and this is the fact, how does our tax dollars pay for Israel who has free health care? See, those are names you can't mention, remember? You can't mention that name. How does my tax dollars are given to Israel so they can have, every Israeli citizen can have free health care off of my back and free education off of my back, off my children's back. I work hard, I can't even afford health care, but they get it free. That's why you have not been allowed, and the same people that get free health care, make sure you don't get it. From behind the scenes, they tell you it's wrong, you can't have it. And everyone they bootlick, hanging to head politicians that they've already paid for, have already blackmailed, make sure you can never get health care or anything that benefits you. And they implode the system from within. But the Israelis, they can have free health care, but you can't. And these are your tax dollars. Make no doubt about it. That's why you don't see on any one of these damn political commercials that your dollars go to Israel to give them free health care while they come back and sabotage so you can't get it. That's the dirty little secret. So, because if you have any kind of right wing and left wing who are trying to actually do for their constituents, you would find out people in America, no matter whether they find themselves on the right or the left, need health care and can't afford it. That would be a no-brainer to pass that law, but it never gets passed. See, they use racism for the right wing because the right wing are mostly racist. So they use the big black nigga, the scary nigga, ooh, the big black nigga, we don't want to have nothing. And the homosexual shit for them. Okay? For the left, they scare them with the kabuki, all the right wing is racist and authoritarian, which they mostly are. And so you fight these back and forth with these social issues when the real issues of life never get dealt with. That's on purpose. It's a fake right-left divide. It's fraudulent. It's phony. So let me go ahead and read this piece here. So it says, an international man lives and does business wherever he finds conditions most advantageous. Regardless of arbitrary borders, he's diversified globally with passports from multiple countries, assets in several jurisdictions, and his residence in yet another, and residence in yet another. He doesn't depend absolutely on any country and regards all of them as competitors for his capital and expertise. Living as an international man has always been an interesting possibility, but few Americans outward since the U.S. used to be rewarded for those who settled and put down roots. In fact, it rewarded them better than any other country. Now that's a white man talking. That's a white perspective. It has never rewarded black Americans, ever. This country's never awarded us setting down roots and trying to establish anything to benefit us or our posterity, ever. This country's always been hostile to us create any kind of living legacy or passing wealth down to our children. It's always been objectionable to this country and the races that run it. So our experience is not the same as any white person. So him talking about now it's psychopathic, it's been psychopathic towards black people. This country's been psychopathic towards us from its inception. Just before its inception with chattel slavery. So that's a psychopathic system that they agreed upon to extract wealth from black people. So for us, the system has been psychopathic. It's not nothing new. For them, they talk about psychopathic because now their stomach is touching their backbone. Now that their stomachs are touching their backbones, oh my God, this system is sociopathic. It doesn't work anymore. It's sociopathic. It's been psychopathic from its inception. Okay? Should we understand it? That's why we got endless psyops being run on us. Because it's been psychopathic from its inception. You cannot get a clean thing out of unclean thing. The country's never been clean. So you can't expect now to get a clean thing out of unclean thing. This country is based on filthiness. A blood debt it owes and is unwilling to pay it, called reparations to the very people who built this raggedy bitch. But that's the story for another day. That's a story for another day. Let me try to read this. You know. I'm going to go one this. I'm going to go one this standard appeal. Probably not. If I get on TikTok, I can't. What about this appeal? Still under review? Yep, too many people on both channels. 500 on this top channel. I don't know how many I had on this one. How many people I have on this TikTok? That's why the people I have on this bitch here. I'm curious how many people in the audience why they cut shit off. I only had 100 something on this one. That's odd, but I'm still restricted. Oh well, still restricted. They didn't give it back to me. They didn't give it back to me. Okay, let me continue to read this article here. Where am I at? He doesn't depend absolutely on any country or regards all of them as competitors for his capital and expertise. Living as an international man has always been an interesting. Okay, no, that. Blah blah blah. Okay, get too much more. But things change, however, and being rooted like a plant, at least if you have a choice, is a subnormal strategy. If you wish to not only survive but prosper throughout history, almost every place has at some point became dangerous for those who stuck there. It may be beneficial for you to leave America. Ain't this white man? I've been told you to set up places outside America, but most black people in America are too scared. This is white man saying it might be better to start thinking about how to get the hell out of here because it's turned into a dictatorial, like I said it was going to be. They tiptoeing you into dictatorship. That's why they're bringing in Trump. They try to tell you 2025 is a farce. It's not a farce. Like a dumbass Tariq Nasheed, these other bars. Oh, you've been scared by 2025. They intend to implement that. It don't make a difference whether you voted for Biden or not. Biden's not going to win. They needed Trump and the right-wing wackos, the crazy right-wing racists, to bring in that authoritarian state like they did in Nazi Germany. You understand that? They've been playing kabuki theater. These elections are all fraudulent. They control who wins, who doesn't win. Like I just showed you when they were shooting Kennedy. They say, hey, get out the way. Step back. You think they have not been controlling the elections? That's why you've not been allowed to say this either. Because you got to stick to the fake narrative, their fake nonsense. So they've already decided Trump is going to be the face because that's why Trump represents what? White America. And you can't move things authoritarian until you get white America on board. So the majority of white people support Trump. And as they turn towards authoritarianism, they need not them to fight them back. They need them to have Trump as what? A God figure. That's what the fake assassination was about. Oh, look at Trump is down to God. And as I showed them, I show you again how you see during the Republican National Convention, all these people had these things on their ear. These guys, supporting Trump getting shot on the side of the ear. That's called mind control, propaganda. It works. That's why they do it. So this is to bring Trump's regime and have white people back and don't understand they walking them into a goddamn prison. Black people don't ever know shit anyway. We always late. Most black people hate to say are stupid. And so you don't see the play that's being done. They need white people to walk themselves into their own prison of the countries, moving into a dictatorial place. That's what this gentleman is talking about. He's a right-winger. He sees that's what's happening. I see it too. That's why I know this assassination tip was phony. It was to make Trump a bigger figure in the eyes of white people. Like, yeah, Trump almost got shot, but he's the Jesus, yeah. That gives them overwhelming support from the racists in the Midwest. You understand that? The white general public. So they're going to make his winning overwhelming. So them supporting him was going to actually make it easier for him to walk us into dictatorship, because they were going to wake up too late to realize we were in now a dictatorship. Everything's been primed. When you got the Supreme Court tell you that now the president can do anything they want to do. They can't be questioned. What do you think that's about? Not about Biden, geriatric dementia-riddled ass. This is designed for Trump to get in and start placing dictatorial aspects onto the country and have the white majority to accept it. Because for the first 6 months to a year, they're going to look at Trump as a God figure as he passed all these dictatorial laws. They understand we're playing chess, not checkers. They control both parties. This fake fight you see between Democrats and Republicans, that's all fake. That's why one group of people they always support, you got active genocide in Gaza right now. All these bastards support it. All of them. All of them support it. Because it was the banks that created what? Israel. The Beaufort Declaration was created by the Rothschilds, the bankers. Okay? That's who runs this planet, runs this country. There's no fucking Democrat democracy here. There's no republic here. That's all an illusion. It's fake. As you see right there when they blew Kennedy's head off. When the Secret Service was told to stand down. And for 60 years, you've been given this fake Lee Harvey Oswald. Lee Harvey Oswald trained in Russia, and he was walking around Dallas getting ready to shoot the president. He had problems. All that fake ass backstory shit. And every one of the news media went with that fake ass story for the last 60 years. And pop, all of a sudden, this new footage of the Secret Service being told to stand down. How convenient is that? Okay. Give me a second. Damn, my finger. Hold on. One second. Hold on, guys. I'm going to show this one more time. Let you see. So you know they've already had this footage. They already had the footage. Already had it. They already had this footage, right? They already had it. I'm going to play it again.
So they say that President Kennedy's Secret Service was told to stand down. Watch this. So watch his Secret Service is running alongside of him. And watch this guy. He then gets the signal, stand down. And he turns around. He's like, what? Stand down? Why? Why stand down? What are you talking about? He goes like this. What? Now they're going to shoot the president. That's why you have to stand down.
Oh,
Did you ever see that? I never saw this.
Saw that.
Yeah. So here it is again. They're told to stand down. He's like, okay, ready, stand down. Leave the president alone. And he's like, what? Why would we? This doesn't make any sense.
What?
So the Secret Service seems like they were in on that one.
They're all in on it. They're all in on it. They're all controlled by the individuals that created the CIA and the Secret Service. The president don't have any power. I told you that's an illusion. That's a scam. There are no presidents with any power. They're put there to do the bidding of the power elite behind the scenes. Yeah, remember you want to move to Italy? Italy's racist and shit. Why the fuck would you want to move to Italy? Italy. That racist ass country, goddamn, they openly racist the ass over there. So go 5 minutes on TikTok, I'm off that bitch. So I already know the algorithm on all these platforms already know who I am. So whenever I get to talk, things go down. Oh, but shit's crazy. Anyway, let me go. Let me go continue where am I at? Okay, so you're saying things change, however. And being rooted like a plant, at least you have a choice. Oh, I did all that. Okay, come on down here. For those who can take up the life of an international man, it's no longer just an interesting lifestyle decision. It has become essential, at minimum, an asset saver, and it could be a lifesaver. That said, I understand the hesitation you may feel about taking action, pulling up one's roots, or at least grafting some of them to a new location can be almost as traumatic to a man as to a vegetable. So you moving and leaving can be just as traumatic as vegetation. You know, and you decide to just up and leave. As an intelligent observant survey the world's economic and political landscape, he has to be disturbed, even dismayed, and a bit frightened by the gravity and number of problems that mark the horizon. We're confronted by economic depression. That's right. He's talking about we're confronted by economic collapse, not just depression. Looming financial chaos, serious currency inflation, onerous taxation, gripping regulation, a developing police state. Say what I said. A developing police state. That's what I want to make you understand. Hey, that's why they're putting Trump in there. That's why they're making him a hero, a Superman. A developing police state. So that's why I came to the conclusion that they were putting this, they were the ones orchestrating this assassination, not to kill him, it's fake, but to ascend him into God status amongst the white ring. Okay? to ascend his status into God's state and not to question as they tiptoe us into a police state. You should be able to see this happening. With 9/11 policies that's been instituted by Democrat and Republican alike. Obama didn't come in and destroy what Bush set up during the 9/11 hoax. He doubled down on it. He told you now, what did Obama do? Obama said it's now legal to give you overwhelming propaganda in America, consistent propaganda. It is legal to not tell you the truth about anything anymore. That was, Obama did that because he was controlled by the same individuals that actually run this planet. Not his ass, he's just a figurehead. Like Bush is a figurehead. He doubled down. So you don't know what's true anymore. And if you try to distinguish the truth, they shut you down on their media platforms because you're not allowed to ask these questions. Any question you ask, if it's true, it can stand up to reality. See, reality can stand up to the truth, but lies cannot stand up to reality. And so they try to paint a fake reality with lies. And if you bring the truth, hit it, any truth is going to break down a fake reality. And they can't have that. Asking truthful questions are always going to go against a fake reality. Every time. So when people ask questions about Kennedy getting shot in the head and it was banging and say, hey, this is false, this is fake. They had to come up with a new statement, a new paragraph called conspiracy theorists. Oh, don't worry about them. They're conspiracy theorists, making you a conspiracy nut. Trying to make you lose credibility amongst people listening to you. Oh, he's out there on the fringes. He's a conspiracy theorist. He's out there on the fringes of society, not to be listened to. He's crazy. He's wacko. But they can't allow you to mass an audience. Because when you mass an audience, you'll get people to direct them the same way you think and show them that what you're saying is not a conspiracy theory. It's a conspiracy fact. They can't have that. That's why they shut you down now on their social media platforms. Because you can easily show where what they tell you is a lie. It doesn't substantiate reality. When it comes up against reality, their fake reality falls apart because it's a lie. See, they create fake realities, psyops. A psyop is a fake reality. And every time psyop backs against truth, it always collapses. They can't have the psyop come down. So the psyop is what? A fake, it's fake reality. It's not real. It's a lie. It's fraudulent. Let me continue to read this. He tell you, now be time to get out and find some place to go. Because he's running through what? He's telling you, an authoritarian state, like I said. I see it happening. Easily see it happening. Let me see what's that. Where am I? Let's see. Okay, even dismayed and a bit frightened by the gravity and number of problems that mark the horizon. We're confronted by economic depression, looming financial chaos, serious currency inflation, onerous taxation, gripping regulations, a developing police state, and worst of all, the prospects of a major war. Because remember, they want to get you to war. That's why Trump said, same thing he said no different he said we need to go and finish the job in Israel. We need to kill some more innocent men, women, and children. We need to go kill more people. We need to do more war. See, now they elevated the God status of all these wars that they're going to want to do. That's why now you're talking about Iran. We need Iran's going to start a trip. The same usual suspects are going on about Iran. And all of it is dubious lies. All of it is lies. Like they walked into Iraq with the weapons of mass destruction. And you should have known then that was a lie. Had Colin Powell, no good wicked ass. This wicked ass puppet nigga going to the UN. We know this weapons of mass destruction. But now they know it's not, right? But I said to them, you're a conspiracy nut. Remember that same fake term they used? You was a conspiracy nut when you knew Saddam Hussein did not have any weapons of mass destruction because he was their puppet. He was their person they put in power. He was getting all his mass destruction weapons from the U.S. military-industrial complex. So they knew he didn't have any weapons of mass destruction. But that narrative, they didn't want you to know that. They wanted to go in and take control of those resources in Iraq. That was the plan. To go kill, murder innocent people and to steal the resources. And then create a big narrative of weapons of mass destruction, weapons of mass destruction, weapons of mass destruction, over and over again. And their media, remember? Their media said that over and over again. Remember that? Their media. Their media said that over and over and over again. And no one was prosecuted when they said it was a lie. 5 or 6 years later, in this war killed Americans and millions of fucking Iraqis off a lie. They knew it was a lie when they told it. But if I came out and said then in social media and said, hey, that's a lie, I would be labeled a conspiracy theorist. And all my channels would be taken down. And then 10 years later, oh yeah, we made a mistake. We didn't know. He didn't know he didn't have weapons of mass destruction as they killed millions of innocent people. Create more of a dictatorial state by creating homeland security, which is much but a dictatorship, as a form of security, keeping you safe, alive. Okay? That's the plan. So now as I go here, let me just read this for a moment. So he goes on to say, what is that? Listen, and worst of all, the prospects of a major war. It seems almost unbelievable that all these things could affect the U.S., which historically has been the land of the free. It has never been the land of the free. Not for black people. Not for white people. That's the scam. So that's the illusion they've been living. There's never been any land of the free. So he goes on to ask the question, how did we get here? An argument can be made that things went bad because of miscalculation, accidents, inattention, and the like, and their like. Those elements have had a role, but it is a minor potential catastrophe across the board that can't be the result of happenstance. When things go wrong on a grand scale, it's not just bad luck or inadvertence. It's because of serious character flaws in one or many or even all of the players. So is there a root cause of all the problems I've cited? If we can find it, we may tell us how we personally can best respond to the problems. In this article, I'm going to argue that the U.S. government in particular has been overrun by the wrong kinds of people, sociopaths. No, psychopaths. He still wants to call them sociopaths because they hear people, they're psychopaths, not sociopaths. It's a trend that's been in motion for many years, but has now reached a point of no return. In other words, he said he's already too far gone. He takes a point of no return that this dictatorial state is going to allow to exist within this country. So he thinks the point of no return. I don't know if I'm that far yet, but I'm close. He's already thinking that we're at the point of no return. These are his conclusions he's making. I'm not there yet. He says that it's a trend that's been in motion for many years, but has now reached a point of no return. In other words, a type of moral rot has become so pervasive, so prevalent that it's institutional in nature. There's not going to be, therefore, any serious change in the direction in which the U.S. is headed until genuine crisis topples the existing order. Until then, the trend will accelerate. That's exactly right. So you have a complete economic collapse, a country collapse. You're walking straight to dictatorship. So he sees what I see. He's saying it can't be turned around. I don't know how far we've gone down that rabbit hole yet. But that's damn sure where they're walking. That's the reason why this assassination is absolutely fraudulent. See, they need the group of white people who are the majority to support their walk into dictatorship. That's why they're building Trump up, because they're not going to be questioned by the majority of white people when Trump implements these rules of dictatorship and authoritarian rule within the country, because they're going to be spitting psychologically, because they've been put under a psyop. They've been given a psyop of him being a hero and a Superman and missing assassination and fighting the swamp. I've already showed you his vice president nominee is a swamp creature, part of what they call the deep state. So that's a lie. What they're talking about, he is. But they're to what? Propagandize to. And propaganda is legal. So when you have a weak mind, you easily propagandize to. You're easily given psyops that you can't understand. So I know JFK was a psyop. They murdered him. I know that President Trump's assassination is a psyop. It's phony. It's set up. So it was either designed to kill him, which was, or designed to make him a folk hero. So that's what they raised Trump now to folk hero status. That's why this assassination was set up by them. Okay? And Trump is in on it. You understand? No, you guys can't wrap your head around this. Trump and Biden are the same thing. There is no them against they against them. It's all nonsensical. Trump is in on the scam. He's doing what he's told to do. He's not any kind of savior. So he's saying he's scared. He's saying it's too far gone. And now, so he's saying the reason is that a certain class of people, sociopaths, are now fully in control of all major American institutions. He keeps calling them sociopaths. I call them psychopaths. Not sociopaths, psychopaths. He's saying the reason is that a certain class of people, sociopaths, scratch that, psychopaths, are now fully in control of all major American institutions. That's all. Congress, Senate, CIA, Secret Service, military, State Department, Justice Department, Homeland Security. That was already set up to be psychopathic. All of them are backed by psychopaths. Okay? And that's a fact. Their beliefs and attitudes are insulated throughout the economic, political, intellectual, and psychological spiritual fabric of the USA. What does this mean to you as an individual? It depends on your character. Are you the kind of person who supports my country right or wrong, as did most Germans in the 1930s and 40s? Or the kind who dodges the duty to be a helpmate to murderers? That type of passenger who goes down with the ship, or the type who puts on his vest and looks for a lifeboat? The type of individual who supports the merchants who offer the fairest deal, or the type who is called by splashy TV commercials? What the ascendancy of sociopath means isn't an academic question. So he said it's not academic. He said this is here. He said the ascendancy of sociopaths is not an academic question. It's not debatable, he's telling you. He's telling you they are here and they run the country. These are psychopaths. He's calling them sociopaths. I disagree with that terminology of sociopath, psychopaths. You have psychopaths running this country and the world. They are psycho. When you see ultimate death, what they can do. And I'm not a Palestinian lover, because those are not our people. But they can commit this kind of genocide and be duplicitous about it and have no feelings. You know you're dealing with a psychopath. The amount of carnage and killing, indiscriminate, innocent killing that they're doing. man, women, and children, you know you fucking with a psychopath. But none of their narratives are telling this on any of their news systems that you're fucking with psychopaths. But you as an individual are supposed to have discernment. They don't want to teach you discernment and to know what you're looking at and to be objective and have understanding and thinking, to be a critical thinking. You're looking at psychopaths create genocide and war on a planet that's astronomical. And when you're a psychopath, you have no feelings. Like, oh, well, it is what it is. And that's what you're dealing with. Psychopaths. So he's saying, what the ascendancy of sociopaths means isn't an academic question. Throughout history, the question has been a matter of life and death. That's one reason America grew. Every American or ex-colonial has forebears who confronted the issue and decided to uproot themselves to go somewhere with better prospects. The losers were those who delayed thinking about the question until the last minute and it was too late to leave. That's what he's saying. Because I remember all these white people are immigrants from other fucked up countries in Europe. They're immigrants who all decided to leave their countries and come here to America and get a piece of the pie, which was slavery, because that was built off the backs of black people. They left here to get a better life, to get a piece of the pie, because it was fucked up for them with every European country they came from. And that's what he's talking about. Are you going to make the decision now to leave too late, leave America too late because you've been full of propaganda? That's the question this white man is asking. So you're going to wait till the last minute? As we said, he said, I have often described myself and those I prefer to associate with as gamma rats. You may recall the ethologist's characterization of the social interaction of rats as being between a few alpha rats and many beta rats. The alpha rats being dominant and the beta rats being submissive. In addition, a small percentage are gamma rats that stake out prime territory and mates like the alphas, but are not interested in dominating the betas. The people most inclined to leave for the wide world outside and seek fortune elsewhere are typically gamma personalities. That's me. I'm a gamma personality. You may be thinking that what happened in places like Nazi Germany, the Soviet Union, Mao's China, Pol Pot's Cambodia, and scores of other countries in recent history could not, for some reason, happen in the United States. Actually, there's no reason it won't at this point. All the institutions that made America exceptional, including a belief in capitalism, individualism, self-reliance, and the restraint of the Constitution, are now only historical artifacts. And on the other hand, the distribution of sociopaths is completely uniform across both spaces and time. He's saying you permeated with sociopaths. I'm calling them psychopaths. He said you're permeated with these sociopaths throughout our society. Again, I call them psychopaths, not sociopaths. Says, per capita, there were no more evil people in Stalin's Russia, Hitler's Germany, Mao's China, Amin's Uganda, Ceausescu's Romania, or Pol Pot's Cambodia than there are today in the U.S. All you need is favorable conditions for them to bloom. Like I told you, favorable conditions. Creating a fake goddamn assassination hoax and elevating an individual to God's status amongst the white populace. That's what I'm saying. That's what's happening. That's what I conclude. That's what I see happening. That this fake assassination attempt was to build Donald Trump's stature amongst white people even more within the heartland. so they can start now passing dictatorial, authoritarian police state laws underneath him and not getting pushback from the white establishment. Okay? The white majority. That's what I see they're doing. So that's why I'm calling this a psyop. I easily see this. Not like it's hard for me to make this conclusion. That's what I'm seeing. Elevating Trump to God status amongst the whites. And that's what's happening. I told you, you seen the symbolism at the RNC convention? All the white people having a patch on their ear celebrating Trump's fake assassination attempt. That's a psyop. That's mind control. Understand that? They've elevated Trump to God status in these individuals' minds. That's a psyop. They're gone. They've already been propagandized too. They're gone. So they're going to be willing to allow Trump to implement dictatorial powers to himself and lock the country down and create a police state. That's what I see happening. And I'm not trying to scare anybody. That's what I logically see. Sorry. So it says, he said conditions for them in the U.S. are becoming quite favorable. Have you ever wondered where the 50,000 people employed by the TSA to inspect and degrade you came from? Most of them are middle-aged. Did they have jobs before they started doing something that any normal person would consider demeaning? Most did, but they were attracted to, not repelled by, a job where they were a custom of abuse, and that allowed them to abuse their fellow citizens on a daily basis. That's what he's saying. You guys been to the TSA? Anybody been in the airport lately where they got a bill on your ass, rubbing your dick, can you do all this degrading shit? He's saying that people that applied for that job wanted that. They like doing psychotic, debauchery shit to people to feel powerful. And when you got most of the police the same way. When they test them to go on the police force, they need them stupid and power hungry. And that's what he's saying. That's what the institutions are doing. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. So, let's see here. A few of them can imagine that they're shepherding in a police state as they play their roles in security theater. Exactly. A reinforced door on the pilot's cabin is probably all that actually needed, although the most effective solution would be to hold each airline responsible for its own security and for the harm done if it fails to protect passengers and third parties. But the 50,000 newly employed are exactly the same type of people who would join the Gestapo, eager to help in the protect of controlling everyone. Nobody was drafted into the Gestapo. Nobody was drafted in the Gestapo. They were all volunteers. So he's telling you, everybody who joined the Gestapo in Nazi Germany volunteered to be part of the Gestapo. They were volunteers in the Gestapo. They wasn't forced to be, I want to go to the Gestapo. They all volunteered to be authoritarian and to join the Gestapo in Nazi Germany, he's saying. What's going on here is an instance of Pareto's law. That's the 80-20 rule that tells us, for example, that 80% of your sales come from 20% of your salesmen, or that 20% of the population are responsible for 80% of the crimes. As I see it, 80% of people are basically decent. The basic instincts are to live by the Boy Scout virtues. 20% of people, however, are what you might call potential trouble sources, inclined towards doing the wrong things when the opportunity presents itself. They might now be shoe clerks, mailmen, or waitresses. They seem perfectly benign in normal times. They play baseball on the weekends and pet the family dog. However, given a chance, they will sign up for the Gestapo, the Stasi, the KGB, the TSA, Homeland Security, or whatever. Many seem well-intentioned but are likely to favor force as a solution to any problem. Yeah, that's what I told you. Homeland Security was set up as like the Stasi, the Nazis. It is authoritarian and dictatorial in nature. That's why they created the 9/11 shit, to walk you to this. They're slowly walking us into a dictatorship, authoritarian police state. That's what they've been doing since 9/11. So it didn't matter whether you had a Republican with Bush, Democrat with goddamn Obama no good ass, and then Trump, and then Biden, and now Trump again. It's to walk you into a complete dictatorship. And now they're going for all the marbles because they've run out of time. They want to set up this 2030 agenda. And so they want Trump in there, and most white people that support Trump that will usher in their dictator police state that they're trying to implement now. They don't need no pushback from none of these white people. So they're elevating Trump to God status. Say, but it doesn't end there, because 20% or that 20% are real. It doesn't end there because 20% of that 20% are really bad actors. They are drawn to government and other positions of power where they can work their will on other people. And because they're enthusiastic about government, they rise to leadership positions. They remake the culture of the organization they run in their own image. Gradually, non-psychopaths can no longer stand being there. They leave. Soon the whole barrel is full of bad apples, and sociopaths. I say psychopaths. It's a pity that Bush, when he was in office, made such a big deal of evil, he discredited the concept. He made boobas Americanists think, who said boobas American? He's calling Americans morons. So I'm going to say he made boobas Americans think it only existed in distant access in places like North Korea, Iraq, and Iran, which were and still are irrelevant backwaters, right? Because they were not evil. They wanted to steal the resources. Like he's saying today, they are still irrelevant backwaters and arbitrarily chosen enemies. Right, they're chosen, they're big enemies. See, they're still backwaters and arbitrarily chosen enemies, like weapons of mass destruction, and we gotta go beat the Taliban in Afghanistan. These are fake enemies. It's all fraudulent. To usher in a police state here, to walk us into dictatorship here. So I'm glad this white person, because I've seen it. And Trump is their final piece on that cake. That's why they raised them to God status. That's why they're making all these fake ass going to court. They were doing that to build his status up. Oh, Trump has been fighting the man. He's fighting against injustice. It's all kabuki theater. That's why they're not convicting him. If they wanted to get rid of Trump, he was a danger. They would have do like they did Kennedy. They would have stood down and put a real bullet in his head. You understand that? They would have been murdered him. So this is the plot. This is the kabuki theater. This is the Psyop that they're working to. This is the narrative that they're setting up. Okay. This is what they're doing. That's why that fake assassination was allowed. They set up the fake assassination. They set it up. Okay? She's called American boomers. Think it only exists in this land, Korea, Iraq, Iran, which were and still are irrelevant backwaters and arbitrary chosen enemies. Right? Bush trivialized the concept of evil and made it seem banal because he was such a fool. No, he wasn't. He was a person with a job. And all the while, real evil, very immediate and powerful, was roaming right around him. And he lacked the awareness to see he was fertilized it by turning the U.S. into a national security state after 9/11. No, he was put there to do that. This moron is a Bush lover. I understand Bush was put there to start the ball rolling to turn us into a police state. He was put there to do this. He wasn't an unaware fool as he thinks. He was put there to walk us to an authoritarian dictatorship. He started the ball rolling. Trump is the final key to it. There are no boobs here. Obama knew what he was doing, Biden knew what he was doing, and Trump knows what he's doing. They slow walking you to a dictatorship, a police state, authoritarian state, but they need the majority of white America to go along with it. So there wouldn't be no pushback, no fight back, because they're the majority. Okay. To a national security state like the 9/11. Now I believe it's out of control. The U.S. is already in a truly major depression and on the edge of financial crisis and a currency meltdown. The sociopaths, I call them psychopaths, the sociopaths in government will react by redoubling the pace towards a police state domestically and starting a major war abroad. To me, this is completely predictable. It's what sociopaths do, what psychopaths do. And I agree with them there. That they're going to walk into a major war and they're going to set up a police state because they know you're not going to be responsible. You try to go to these wars and give them your babies to go fight their wars. That's why they're trying to set up bring back the draft. They're trying to set up this dictator state. That's what they're doing. And they need a major war as well to save their fake financial system that's now imploding in on itself. So you can see everything walk to this point, sadly. Yeah, you legally, you're supposed to be able to talk, photo anything you want to. That's in the Constitution. People tell that you can't photograph things, goes against the Constitution. But they're setting up a dictator state. That's what they're doing. So let's see. A big part of any strategy to reduce your political risk is to place some of your savings outside the immediate reach of the thieving bureaucrats in your home country. Obtaining a foreign bank account, I already got that. Obtaining a foreign bank account is a convenient way to do just that. That way your savings cannot be easily confiscated, frozen, or devalued at the drop of a hat or with a couple of taps on the keyboard. In the event capital controls are imposed, which they try, you see them do that in Canada, where they locked down everybody's bank account when they try to protest what was happening during the COVID shit in Canada. They stole everybody's money out their bank account. I told everybody move your funds to a credit union that's not owned by one of the big banks. Find out who owns it, and then also think about opening up a offshore account. Okay? Because as authoritarians, they're going to try to stake all your money. You need to be prepared. That's what he's saying. I've been saying this. So in the event of capital controls are imposed, a foreign bank account will help ensure that you have access to your money when you need it most. In short, your savings in a foreign bank will largely be safe from any madness in your home country. Despite what you may hear, having a foreign bank account is completely legal and is not about tax evasion or other illegal activities. It's simply about legally diversifying your political risk by putting your liquid savings in sound, well-capitalized institutions where they will they're treated best. We recently released a comprehensive free guide where we discuss our favorite foreign banks and jurisdictions, including crucially those that still accept Americans as clients and allow them to open accounts remotely for small minimums. New York Times bestselling author Doug Casey and his team describe how you can do it all from home, and there's still time to get it done without extraordinary costs or efforts. So that's the end of that article, family. So he sees the same thing I've been saying, that they're trying to walk us into a dictatorial system, and that's what I see. Still bad. They stopped my damn thing. My request. Let me see. They didn't let me know whether they let me go live again. Let's see. I'll never try to go live. Let me see. Nope, still suspended. So they gave me a 7 day, so it never got overthrown. Yep, appeal not approved. I didn't say I got on 5 minutes. Appeal not approved. I got on 5 minutes. 5 minutes I was taken down. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Appeal not. Let me see on this channel. Of course, it won't be approved on this one too. Let's see. Not approved. Next. Nope, didn't get approved either. This one too, appeal not approved. See that? 5 minutes of commentary. Didn't say anything yet. Because they don't want you to know what goes on. They don't want you to know anything about how the world actually really works. They want to keep you in a perpetual state of not knowing, of nonsense. So you have a group of psychopaths run the planet, man. That's what's going on. You have a group of psychopaths that's running this planet. And they plan to start endless wars, do one great war, and also to lock this country down into a dictatorship by using Trump. Trump talking about telling white people he's going to drain the swamp, he's going to fight the deep state. That's all bullshit. You see who he put as his vice president, who's a deep state controlled monster. So all his rhetoric does not back up what his deeds are. And that's what they're trying to pull white people. So white people easily propagandize against because they're naturally racist. So they believe in God figures. As African black people here, we always are discerning because the system has always been against us. And so we're finally coming out of the right-left paradigm and understanding that the right-left paradigm doesn't exist. It's the WWE. It's fraudulent. It's phony. It's the World Wrestling Federation. It's a World Wrestling Federation. You know, good guys against the bad guys against the good guys. Good guys become a bad guy becomes a good guy. Because at the end of the day, it's a thing of keep away and keeping you locked in an illusion of nonsense. And so I'm 90% convinced that was a psyop, guys. Trump there was no assassination attempt, a fake assassination attempt. Of course, they say, well, some people died, Keith. That's what a false flag is, guys. It's got to look real. Some people do die in fake events. Okay? You know, the Gulf of Tonkin was a fake event, but people died. You know, the Lusitania back in World War I was a fake event. People died. They called false flags or psyops. We know Pearl Harbor was a psyop, a fake event that they planned because they knew the Japanese were going to come in and bomb. They had the evidence and the intel before the Japanese came in and bombed Pearl Harbor. They knew that. They allowed it to happen because they wanted to go into the war. People died. That was still a psyop. We know today without any hesitation that Pearl Harbor was fake. They did Pearl Harbor. They allowed it to happen. They had the evidence that the Japanese had planned to attack, and they provoked the Japanese by cutting off the oil supply. They had no choice but to attack America, and they knew the time and place they were going to do it. They had already intercepted the communications between Japanese naval power and mainland Japan, that they had planned to attack Pearl Harbor. They knew that, and they allowed it to happen because they needed justification to get America into the war. Because Americans didn't want to go to no more wars. So that's what they do, psyops and false flags. They've been doing it forever. And fooling the people. Now as you talk about it, you can't talk about that. You're some kind of conspiracy nut. You get blocked on fucking TikTok. Every time 5 minutes into the goddamn program, I got blocked. Didn't say anything yet. They know I was going to break it down to show that this was a psyop. All I did was give the definition of psyop on TikTok. And that got me banned for a week on both accounts. For a week for just saying what a psyop is. Help me defining psyop. It's disinformation. See, they put out this new thing, disinformation, misinformation. Anything telling you the truth now is disinformation, misinformation. That's what they told you with that 19 shit for 4 years. Misinformation, disinformation. Everything I said was true. Everything they said was a lie. Has anybody paid the price for the lies they told? Of course not. Nobody's paid the price for telling all the lies they were telling the last 4 years. Anybody paid the price except the people that believe the damn lies. People that believe the lies paid the price. But anybody, have they paid the price for telling nothing but propagandist ass lies for 4 years? No. So when they get to talk about conspiracy this, conspiracy that, you know the conspiracy is the truth. And this assassination is fake. And Trump was in on it. It's fake. It's fraudulent. It's not real. You know, climb on the roof, set your sights. Everybody's already talking about you there. On a clear day and miss that shot. Then you come with some fake blood on your ear. Ooh, look at me. Ooh. Look at me. Ooh, I'm damn. Ooh. Then do this. Yeah. That's a psyop. It's a psyop we're doing. We're dealing with a psychological operation. They say, well, what is the agenda? What is their agenda? So you're going to ask questions. What is the agenda? Why are you doing this? So why are you doing this? What's the reason? And then you mark yourself about the policy that they put in place. They're trying to promote Trump the God. You see how crazy the white people got during January 6th, 4 years ago, right? When they stormed the Capitol. Remember how crazy they got when they stormed the Capitol? This is to galvanize the white majority in the country. This is to galvanize the white majority in the country. So when they start putting these dictatorial rules under Trump, they've already put that in play with the Supreme Court ruling and the power that the president has complete power to do to sign certain executive orders. They've already passed it because they're walking you into a dictatorial system. So if I elevated Trump into a superhero in the minds of racist white people, they're not going to act or have any pushback when I implement these policies in 2025. They're going to give them time, and by that time it's going to be too late for them to push back on those dictatorial laws. They're always going to be the law of the land. That's what I see happening. Understand, everything is designed behind the scenes. They plan all this shit out in advance. Planned out. What you're seeing is just theater in front of you. Biden against Trump, Trump against Biden. That's all fake. It's all fake. They're on the same team. It's all project. It's all fake. So family, everybody smash the like button for me. Let me show you some of you guys' comments. My phone. Let me show you some of you guys' comments. That's what I got is over here. He's got diagnosed with what? Damn, pre-diabetes last month. So hopefully they will let me finish my contract. Then get. How many more years you got? Email. How many more years you got? How many more years you got in your contract? So you remain in the military. I got you. Better than Biden? Well, there's no better than Biden, Michelle. It's the same thing. They're not better or worse. You haven't understand what I said. It's a kabuki. They're no better, no worse. They're all the same. The policies don't change. There's no better or worse. Jackie Kennedy. I don't know about Jackie Kennedy being the real trigger puller. That's new. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. I know they had the CIA turn around and shoot him in the head to driving the vehicle. You had to show me some evidence about Jackie Kennedy shooting his ass. I don't know about that. Yeah. So. Oh, so okay, you got under a year now, so you're good to go, man. You got under a year, so you're good. So you good to go. You get out within a year. This everything's gonna jump out, so you good to go. You be getting out rapping, all this shit start jumping off. So just keep your eyes open, family. Understand what they're trying to do. Now we're gonna have to devise a way to fight all this wickedness. It's evil. But I'm gonna leave that there, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up. Everybody smash the like button for me, family, as I wrap this on up. And say goodnight to everybody. Like I said, I'm working. You guys see on the table right there, the supplement. I can't even reach it. Shit. Oh, gotta take this down. You guys can see the supplement right there. I'm working on the rest of the supplements. I'm having a whole group of them. I think it's like 80 of them. Contracted with this company, make sure all of them are real. All of them work good with us, black people, before I start selling them, because we are mineral deficient, guys. Our soil and most of our illness are because we're mineral deficient, because now we eat too many GMOs. GMOs have no nutrition at all. There's no nutrition in any kind of GMOs. And even though we're growing our own fruits and vegetables, the soil is depleted. So we're not getting enough nutrients within our body. So later on in life, we are nutrient and mineral deficient. That's what I've been studying when I was putting together the supplements I was going to be selling. So give me about 2 or 3 more weeks. I have all, because I had to put all the labels on it and make sure they were all good for black people to sell them first. So I'm going to be putting a whole line of supplements out. You guys asked me to do it. And we need to take supplements, like I said, because we're mineral deficient. Anybody living in America, even eat organic fruits and vegetables from your own garden, is still mineral deficient because our topsoil has been stripped of nutrients, of minerals. So most of our diseases are because we're mineral deficient. Okay? So that's why I was studying that shit for over a year to make sure whatever I put out for us to take, that it was good for the black body. So I had to make sure. That's why it took me so long, with time and everything else, to research it and to then start finding out who can I partner with, create labels and create a certain group of supplements that we can use on the black body. Like moringa powder, of course turmeric, other things that affect the black body and work on us and keep us healthy. So with that, family, I'm going to say much love and good night to everybody. Everybody smash that like button on your way out. Woo! Black, hot, fire. We out. Out on TikTok. God damn. We out. Ring the alarm, family. School's out, right? Ring the alarm. School's out. Black, hot, fire. Much love, family. I want to give a shout out to David for the donation. Thanks, brother. Everybody can donate. That's the donation right there, blackoutfirenetwork.com. You go to the website, or you go to the Cash App right there. All donations help us here and in Africa, guys. Once again, everybody's trying to get the app. Okay. Once again, let me put this back up. That's the app right there. Go to Black Hot Fire Network on Google Play Store. And that's the app right there, family. Black Hot Fire. That's the app right there. Anybody ask me where the app is at? It's free to download it. Go to Google Play Store. Black Hot Fire Network. It's the app. Go to Google Play Store. Download the app. The radio's on it. You can hear me on the radio on the app. And you can see me on TV on the app. Okay? Black, hot, fire. We out. We out. We out. Woo! Much love to the fam. Black, hot, fire. Woo! See you next week. Same black time, same black channel. Black, hot, fire. That's why I had to put us on the TV channel so we won't get taken down like this shit. If you have Roku, say it again. If you have a Roku TV, Roku. Okay, if you have a Roku streaming platform, go to the streaming apps and type in Black Hot Fire Network. That channel will pop up. Our channel will pop up. If you have Amazon TV, Fire Stick, in a week or so, whenever they get us approved, and Android, you're going to go to their streaming app channels and type in Black Hot Fire Network, and our channel is going to pop up. Okay? So, I'll let you know. I know Roku, I showed you guys yesterday, Roku is up. We're just waiting now for Android to approve, Amazon to approve. Once they approve, you can watch us on your TV, on your streaming TV as we do the shows. Okay? Because we had to do that. We had to be every place but social media. We had to have shit that we control because we're always getting censored. We're always getting shut down. Shadow banning is real for me. I say 2 words and I'm off. 2 words and I'm out of here. They got me off the platform. 2 words on TikTok and I'm down. It's crazy. Woo! Good night, fam. Black, hot, fire. We out. Woo! Black, hot, fire. See everybody later. Same black time, same black channel. Black, hot, fire. Woo! Come on. We out. We out. We out. Woo! Black, hot, fire. Much love, family. Have a good night and have a good weekend. I'll see you guys soon. I might be, if I get decent reception, I'm not tired at the hotel tomorrow. You guys I spend a lot of my time in hotels. So if I'm not tired, I might do a show tomorrow. I might. Depending on the hotel or how I feel. So I'm not promising nothing. So peace, family. Everybody have a good night. Peace.